Hey, appreciate y'all for pulling up. We gonna let this play for a little bit until people get in. Let this play. Y'all check this out. Go ahead as y'all pull up. We gonna let this play until everybody get in here. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I told y'all we gonna start going live again. As y'all come in, let us know where y'all from. Let us know the cities. We gonna shout y'all out. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. We gonna let this play until people get in here. Shout out Jersey, shout out Ohio. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, especially Trap House. What's up, bro? Tamara, my fault. What's up? Miami, what's up? UK, what's up? Let's go, y'all. We gonna have a good listen. We got a good one tonight. We haven't did a when the last time we did a night live was in 2024. All right. Shout out to St. Paul, Minnesota. Shot Money, what's up? Appreciate you for pulling up. Cheers, what's up? The infamous Bucko for sure. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. New York and Ohio. Shout out to New York. Shout out Ohio again. Youngstown, Ohio. What's up? Got a lot of Ohio people in the building. We gonna let this play until we get people in here. We got a good one tonight for sure. Let's get it. Now listen, as y'all come in here, like I said, man, let us know where y'all from. Columbus, what's up? We got a lot of Ohio people in the building. New York, what's up? Jersey, what's up? Who else? I see it was a lot of people before. Miami, what's up? Minnesota, what's up? UK, what's up for sure? Jersey, what's up? This is the first live I caught. Hey, Shot Money, I appreciate you. We haven't went live in a long time. First of all, we haven't went live in the nighttime since 2024. And if y'all know anything about the nighttime lives, it get like that. So definitely, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. But like I said, as y'all come in, yeah, y'all check this out. Check this video, this weird stuff, man. 313, what's up? Detroit, what's up? Virginia, what's up? And that's a fact. Trap House, you see what you said, right? He said the hubby loved her so much, but the family had to make a GoFundMe. Keep in mind, this is a multi-million-dollar person we talking about, a tech guy, right? Don't worry. Listen, we're gonna get into everything. Don't worry. Crook County, what's up? He said Crook County. I like that one. Illinois, what's up? Chicago for sure. Hold on. And y'all know, listen, like I told y'all before, we got three. Listen, it's just three main topics I want to get into today. Pardon me, my tooth is killing me, but we still gonna do this, man. It's three topics we're gonna get into. It's gonna be Ashlee Jenae for sure. It's too much weird stuff going on. Not to mention, right? If you pay attention to her situation, it puts you in the mind of Kanika Jenkins, right? It puts you in the mind of Trayvon Martin. I know it sounds crazy, but we're gonna connect the dots. Don't worry. So we're gonna get into Ashlee Jenae. We're gonna talk about the All-Star JR and the whole Ben10 situation with Jay Prince Jr. And then for sure want to get into the whole clone, because you know a lot of people they don't believe in the clones, and that's cool. We turn people into believers here. Even if you don't believe in clones, when it comes together, when you finish with this live here, at least you're gonna say, you know what? Something ain't right. That's all let me tell you, that's all we do here. We don't try to convince you to believe anything. We don't want you to believe anything. What we do is just want to bring awareness so you could just pay attention and ask your own questions. That's all I ask is ask your own questions. Stop taking things for face value. Far Rock, what's up? For sure. Shout out to Far Rock. Shout out to New York. Who else? Let me see. I've been following you since you covered the FBG Duck death. So damn, shout out to you, Rob. Shout out to you. And you know what's funny? Look, even with that situation right there, the FBG Duck situation, we was calling out a lot of things first. And you know what people were saying? Oh, because you a conspiracy theorist. To this day, nobody could tell us who that guy was on that bike. The guy that claimed that he found FBG Duck laying there, and then he said he didn't know who he was, and then he came out of nowhere and said he shared a room with him, some weird stuff. To this day, nobody could tell us who that guy was, right? Okay, and he was not at the court. It was none of that. Nobody to this day could find that guy and ask him, what is your relevance or what is your friendship, relationship, anything with FBG Duck? He went from saying he didn't know who he was to saying that he shared a room with him. What? That's crazy. He said, whatever happened to that girl that went to Mexico with her friends and never came back? That case just went away. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what's crazy? In the midst of all this happening right now, that girl that got caught in Trinidad. Ladies, listen, if it's any ladies on this live right now, let me tell y'all right now, when y'all going to these other countries, when y'all going to these places, y'all got to be 100% on point. 100%. You know why? Because it's more than just you, right? They got the organ, what? I don't want to say too much on here, but they got the harvesting, so you got to be on point. It's deeper than what these people going to tell us, of course, but you just got to pay attention. We're going to get into it. Don't worry. Hey, shout out to Jamaica, Queens, New York. What's up? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Clone just so you want to be dead, make money, sick. He took it back. He said the 051 Melly videos. That was I ain't gonna lie, that was probably one of our first videos that cracked almost 1 million views. And you know what's funny, to this day, before when we said what we said about that situation, everybody said we was crazy. When we said the whole can't get right and 051 Melly and the correlation, keep in mind, we got that information from somebody, no, a family member. We're not gonna say somebody affiliated. We're gonna say a family member. I don't want to expose who it is, but let's just say that same person came out and said the same thing, even though they told me not to say no more. They even wanted me to take the video down. They wanted me to take, after it got so much traction, they said, oh, can you take it down? Nah, the only way I can take it down is if you pay me. I'm not about to sit here and put all my hard work and stop what I'm doing for this, and the next you know you want me to take it down. That's crazy. You got to pay me for that. ATL taking too many L's, Hookah. Dallas, what's up? All right, don't worry. All right, so listen, we're gonna get into it, y'all. Don't worry about it. We already 9 minutes in. I just wanted to crack 100. Once we get to 100, we're gonna be good. You know, I ain't asking for too much. Dallas, what's up? Texas, what's up? I've been here since Kanika Jenkins. That's a fact. That's another situation we were saying. Look, when we was talking about them altering the video. Oh no, you're a conspiracy theorist. It's right there. It's on surveillance. How would you go? How can they alternate that? Come on. Come on. Right? What you mean? How can they alternate that? Look at AI. Look what AI is doing right now. Now, this is why I tell people all the time. You think they're gonna give us this technology first and not have it? You know the technology that you see right now that you so in awe about, guess what? They've been had that years, light years before. Anytime they give us something, they've been had it 1,000,000 years before. And when they do give it to us, that means they're already advanced. They already got something else in the works. Simple as that. So you mean to tell me you don't think these people was playing with AI before they let us know that they was playing with AI? Come on. Right? Come on. Not to mention right here, oh man, there's so much you want to get into. I love talking about aliens. You know why? Because the alien situation is something that nobody can contest no more. Before they would call you crazy. Now they can't call you crazy. You know why? Because they believe in the news so much that the news said that they were real. Now they say, you know what? All right, I guess it is real. I guess it's real. But once again, just think about it. A couple of years ago, if you said anything about aliens and this and that, they'll say you was crazy. They'll say you was crazy. What about that mothership that was supposed to hit Earth in November? What happened to that? That just disappeared, right? Come on, man. The fact that Wooski said F Mubu on Barn after Crump passed told me everything. Facts. When certain news dropped, my girl would ask me, hey, is this person around? I appreciate you, bro, for sure. Shout out to Texas. And as I tell y'all, all we doing is I don't want you to believe anything I'm saying. Don't believe anything I'm saying. What I'm doing is just bringing awareness. Do your own due diligence. That's it. Do your own due diligence. After you hear it here, go look it up. That's what I encourage y'all to do, to just look up your own information. Stop going off what these people tell y'all. Stop going off what these people tell y'all. Look, right? When you used to say, yo, aliens exist or whatever, they said you was crazy. Now they tell us that, yo, they might live amongst us. They told us this themselves. These people walk amongst us. So now we ain't too crazy. And when you think about it now, start paying attention to the people that ain't looking too right. Right? Pay attention to the people that's just looking. All right, hold on. I got a nice one for y'all. Hold on. I got a nice one. Right? Y'all tell me if this look normal to y'all. Hold on. Y'all let me know if this look normal to y'all. Where's she at? Y'all see who this is, right? Y'all remember. First of all, look. Hold on. Now keep in mind, this is look at this. See what I'm saying? Hold on. Keep in mind, this is an old photo. Have y'all seen how she look now? Hold on. Don't worry. We cooking, y'all. Don't worry. Oh, we already talked about Elon a long time ago. We're going to get to him too. The problem is, right, them people got no problem putting it in our faces, pause, because they know it go against our norm. So us believing it is too out the way, right? It's like hiding something in plain sight. So as long as they tell us, they're like, trust me, they're never going to believe it because we're putting it in their faces. Look, right? Hold on. There's a worse. I'm looking for a certain picture. Damn, I'm looking for a certain picture, y'all. Not to mention, I mean, this is information that's already out there. This ain't nothing too crazy. But the reason why I want to point things like this out is because it was so bold in our faces we didn't know. And the fact that now we know what's going on and some people still choose not to listen is crazy. Watch this, right? Her stage. Look, it was the whole episode. See, I don't know if I can say the name, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It was the whole thing. Look, it was a whole island. Look, and look who's up there, right? Now hold on, you see that, right? See that? Now, this is the part that's crazy. Stop with all the conspiracies. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's like talking to a brick wall. Look, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Let's say that, right? They damn sure ain't did nothing to me. Well, yeah, nah, don't worry, y'all. Soon we gonna go live a little better because I just gotta get it down packed. But I figure we go the old way, the old school way. Don't worry, everything gonna be up to par soon. Right. All right. You going to cancel? Hold on. Now y'all let me know this, right? Remember when? Look, and it's crazy that he came up because I damn sure was about to go to him. But hold on, y'all remember when he did this, right? They put it in our faces. Remember this? Hold on. Y'all remember this? Hold on. Pay attention. Mm. Pay attention. Now you see that? Now the funny thing about that is this. And that was in 2019. Right before the whole rollout with AI, basically, because we were still going through what we was going through with the, you know. But what I'm saying is the fact that they tell us right in our faces. Now he said I haven't been the same since the 90s, which is kind of ironic because if you know anything about Will, he's another one that look a little weird as well. Right? Hold on. Right? Hold on, don't worry. Pay attention. Hold on, y'all. Oh, damn. Now, right? Pay attention, right? See this guy? All right. See this guy. Now, y'all remember them faces, and I want to ask y'all something. I'm looking for a certain picture. Oh, hold on. We getting close. Hold on. We getting close. Where's that picture? Damn. Of course we ain't going. Nah, we gonna find it. Don't worry. Will Smith uses Diddy on you. Crazy. Here you go. Who is this? Right? Who is this, y'all? Who is this? Now, like I said, I don't know. I'm not gonna say and say they did anything. All I'm saying is, who is this? Right? Nah, Jim ain't sick. What happened was they tried to pull the wool over our eyes with that other. I don't know who that other person was, but once they realized that nobody was going for it, guess what? They said, "Oh no, we did it as a project." No, y'all didn't. Because if y'all did, y'all would have said that from the beginning, right? Oh Lord. Now, and it's funny because Will even talk different. If y'all remember that interview he did with Barbara Walters, when he talked about AIDS being given to us about by the government. Y'all remember that? Hold on. Hold on. And it's funny because pay attention, right? Remember he said in this, I haven't been the same since the 90s. Hold on, let's put this together real quick. Hold on. Keep in mind, this was 1998, right? Said I haven't been the same since the 90s. I wonder why. Now pay attention.
Oh, absolutely. I'm serious. No, definitely. No, oh my God. I know I get that. You serious? Oh, yeah, no, I'm very serious. You can't tell. No. You know what I mean? If you felt that the government was deliberately spraying soldiers in subways, was deliberately trying to make people ill with the AIDS virus, this is pretty serious stuff. Do you really feel it? Well, it's a good question. Well, I'm talking about this. That's a serious one. I gotta, because people are gonna chase me after this. People are gonna chase me.
Now pay attention, right? This was back in the 90s. He said people are gonna chase me after this. What does that mean?
I believe that it is quite highly possible that the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing by American agents. Absolutely. Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Hold on, you get it now? Hold on.
Well, serious stuff. Do you believe in government conspiracy? Oh, absolutely. No, I'm serious. No, definitely. No, oh my God. I know I heard you did. You serious? Oh, yeah, no, I'm very serious. You can't tell. You can't tell. You know what I did? If you felt that the government was deliberately spraying cold germs in subways, was deliberately trying to make people ill with the AIDS virus, this is pretty serious stuff. Do you really feel it? Well, it's a good question. Well, I'm a part of wealth, isn't it? Well, that's a serious one. Okay, so I gotta
Now keep in mind, right? Once again, I don't know if y'all heard this before, but in that other thing when they was talking about perception, what did he say? He said, I haven't been myself since the 90s. This was in 1998. And that's because this is how he was talking. Let me tell you, a lot of the guys from back in the days, this how they was talking. Y'all remember when Martin went on Arsenio Hall? We're gonna get to that too. Don't worry about it.
Because people are gonna chase me after this. People are gonna chase me. I believe that it is quite highly possible that the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing by American agents. Absolutely. Well,
See how she try to make him feel, right? Try to make him look crazy. Like all these conspiracies ain't really a thing.
I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I wanted to be regular. Serious stuff.
All right, now pay attention, y'all. We got a little off topic with all this because we still going to get into the Ashlee Jenae. But one of the reasons why I always lead with that is because what people don't understand, there's real things going on in this world that we don't pay attention to. All because we feel that just because they don't tell us, don't mean that it's not real. You got to do your own research, right? Well, once again, let's go back to the aliens. If you said aliens existed probably a couple years ago, they would look at you like you crazy. Come to find out, then people told you, I would say, oh, well, all right, well, aliens do exist and they do walk amongst us. And nobody flinched. They told us that and nobody flinched. They're like, oh, all right, well, oh, wait, the 3-Eye Atlas, a big rocket or whatever mothership is coming to the Earth, no problem. In November, no problem. Oh, it didn't come. What happened? Nobody told us. Nobody budge about stuff like this. But you know what? They care more about Trump. They care more about the Epstein. They care more about Diddy. Crazy, man. Hold on, no. Nah, so that was the video too. Hold on, let me see. The video was a little muffled as well. Hold on. Hold on. These are how these people was talking back in the day. Right? Pay attention to this.
And I came on here because Arsenio didn't do my show. And I was mad at him. So I got Tommy Davis. And I was like, man, play a talk show. I'm a dog, Arsenio. Then I started thinking, wait a minute, brother. You on TV, man. You make millions of people laugh. We can't afford to be dogging each other and not tuning in to you and support each other. Because back in the old Hollywood, I saw black people in movie theaters damn near every week. Now I gotta wait for Denzel to do a movie, Wesley Snipes. It's like that's the only ones out here. We gotta put our heads together to do projects to get the consumer, people, what they want, and stop letting the government tell us what to give them. Give them laughs, give them entertainment, because that's what your dollar pays for. Yeah, stop joking about.
Now, see, this is how we was talking back in the days. And you know what's funny, right? It's a coincidence that these same people, all these people that used to talk like this, they are nowhere near the same no more. Right? What a coincidence that all the people that talk like this aren't the same anymore. They don't talk like that no more. I wonder why.
What I'm saying is the powers that be know that you can make it all right for people in America. We don't have to have all these homeless shelters. Why? Because you can stop building bombs and build apartment complexes and places for people to live.
Listen.
You know?
Listen how he was talking.
You know, believe me, I like the money that we get to make from entertainers, but then how can you argue about teachers not getting paid their money, man? They're teachers. My biggest teachers are the closest people to your kids, so they can teach them and educate. Kids only know what you nurture into them as a child. When you grow up and you find out, you go, damn, I'm messed up in some ways. I don't understand. You got to research and say, why am I like that? Because you only know what you grew up with within you. If you had a parent was
now somebody said Martin still talk like that, right? Don't y'all pretty much get the gist. If you want, you go look this up on TikTok. It's Martin when he went to Arsenio Hall. He was talking more about the government and stuff. I can't find that video, but if you want, I'm pretty sure it's out there. But the reason why I made sure I emphasized that is because at the end of the day, like I said, all the people that used to talk like that, if you notice now, they don't. Right? This is the same man that in the 90s, and after this too, in the 90s, he was running down Los Angeles in the street, butt naked, saying they're trying to kill me. Right? And do you know what they got the nerve to say? Oh no, he was just having a heat stroke. And everybody believed it. You mean to tell me he had a heat stroke, so he was running down the street butt naked saying they trying to kill me? Like, how does that even make sense? Right? Then not to mention, recently, Jamie Foxx. We were just talking about this the other day on live. Jamie Foxx. That was Sherm. See what I'm saying? All right, so was it Sherm when Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx, when he was on the what is it, the set for that movie he was doing with Cameron Diaz. He said the same thing. They're trying to kill me, and he called the police. And guess what? After that, you know what happened? They said he had a medical emergency. And after that, he didn't come back any more the same. Right? He didn't look the same at all. Come on, man. And that's the thing, right? It's easy to combat. It's easy to say, oh, well, he was this, he was on drugs. Of course, they're going to have us say that. But once again, what about Jamie Foxx? Look, y'all forget Jamie Foxx came back like this? Oh, Lord. They probably don't even got that video no more, of course. First of all, Jamie don't even look the same no more. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Come on, man. A lot of people look the same. See, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy because instead of trying to understand or instead of seeing a pattern, this is what we do. Oh no, no, everybody looks different or whatever. This is what they did when they claimed that aliens was real before, and everybody was saying, "Oh no, they're not." Nah, you're crazy. The government come out and say it, and nobody flinched. They said, "All right, well, they're real." Hold on, let me see. What that video? All right, what that video? Here you go. Look at this.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. I know a lot of people were waiting, wanted to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just don't want you to see me like.
Oh, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what this is about. He said it's just scientific fact though. You ever been around someone with cancer? See, that's totally different. And even some, even that's another thing. That's another thing right there, man. But that's a conversation for another time. But then look, right? Basically, Jamie Foxx came back out. You know what he said? He said he took a pill and he was what? He was he slept for 2 weeks or something like that. Does that sound normal? See what I'm saying? Does that sound normal? The man claimed he got a pill, and then look, they tried to say he got a pill from Diddy. He got a pill from Diddy. After he got a pill for Diddy, he was knocked out or in a coma or whatever for 2 weeks. Come on, man. Y'all. All right. Jim Carrey. We already know. We know how Jim Carrey. Look, this is who they try to tell us Jim Carrey was. And then once nobody was budging for it, you know what happened? They tried to say it was an experiment. It was a project. But here's my thing, right? Let's say hypothetically speaking, it was a project, or that wasn't the real Jim Carrey, and somebody was dressing up as him. Why the real Jim Carrey never came out? Have you realized that? The real Jim Carrey never came back. He never came back and said, "Oh yeah, it was fake. I'm right here." He never did. Where's the real one at? No, it was Diddy. It was someone on set with Jamie. I don't hold on. Hold on. Before we all over the place. Look at Jim Carrey, right? This is who they try to make us believe who Jim Carrey was. But you know what? Let me tell you what happened with this one. Let me tell you what happened with this. What happened with this was it was so obvious that everybody started saying, you know what, nah, something ain't right. So you know what? They had to think fast. They said, all right, hold up. They on to it. Hold on. We gotta say, oh, it's a project, it's this, it's that. But at first they never said that. They only said that after everybody on social media came out and said, yo, nah, something ain't right. That's not no damn Jim Carrey. Look.
And I made mistakes.
And then look, pay attention to what he said. They're gonna always put it in the face. Always.
I'm dead. And I made mistakes. And I was like a novice. But I felt a lot of love. And I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried. I feel this funny face because the one I'm wearing right now.
You hear that? The funny face, the one I'm wearing right now. This is what I'm trying to say, y'all. The fact that they tried to make it seem like it was a project that doesn't make sense. What project was it for, number one? And number two, what was it for? What was the project for? It wasn't no damn project. The problem is people started putting two and two together. It was like, all right, hold up. Something ain't right. Even the people that don't believe in conspiracy theories was like, nah, hold up. Hell no. Hell no. Look.
And I made mistakes. And I was like a novice. But
Look at this.
I felt a lot of love. And I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried. I feel this funny face because the one I'm wearing right now.
You heard what he said? One of my funny faces is the one I'm wearing right now. See, that's the thing. Y'all gotta pay. Hold on. Listen. One more time.
And I made mistakes. And I was like a novice. But I felt a lot of love. And I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried.
Right here.
Funny face because the one I'm wearing right now. I'm dead.
One of my funny faces is the one I'm wearing right now. Come on, y'all. Like I said, they're gonna put it in our faces. You know why? Pause, first of all. But it's part of the karmic cycle, it's part of their ritual. They can't do something without telling you first, because if they do, they get the karma for it, basically. If they do something without telling you, it's basically like you didn't enable it. So it's their karma. But as long as they do it and they tell you first, which is why they put it in movies, right? Which is why they tell you in your face, which is why you got that commercial where Will Smith is saying, "Oh, well, perception is everything." They got to tell you. One more time, hold on. I can't even believe it. This is my first time seeing this. I didn't even know they was that bold with it. Look what he's saying.
And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried. I think the funny face is what I'm wearing right now.
He said they literally admitted that it was a makeup artist that did it. It's all over the place. All right. Now, he put the laughing emojis. Cool, right? Like I just said a few minutes ago. If this was a project, like they said, what was the project for? One. And then two, where's the real Jim Carrey? Right? If this was all just one big project and somebody just did this because, first and foremost, out of all people in the world, why did they choose Jim Carrey to do this project on? Right? But forget that part about it. All right, they did the project, but after they did the project, why didn't the real Jim Carrey come out and say, "Yo, that's not me. I'm here"? Where's the real Jim Carrey? Right? Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Look at this.
Jim Carrey was just.
This is why they had to come out. You know why? Because look right here. Look at this. First of all, for y'all that don't know, the eyes are the window to the soul. Always. The eyes are the window to the soul. You can't fake this. You could fake all this right here, right? You could do all this. But when it comes to this right here, you could look somebody in the eye and tell them that nothing's there. Look right here. Look. You see the difference? See the difference? Even though these look like little puppy dog, they look little puppy dog eyes. But look at these eyes compared to these. See what I'm saying? Two different eyes. This look like not a damn soul is in there. Little puppy dogish, but it looked like something there. Right? Let me show y'all something else, right? While we on the topic of the clones. Hold on, let me show y'all something. I purposely got this because we was talking about this the other day. Look at this. The infamous Gucci. Infamous Gucci. And I even attached, hold on, I even attached what his mother said. What's the point you're trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is everybody not who you think it is. That's the point I'm trying to make. Everybody's not who you think it is, bro. And when people say things like, well, why would they clone? Why would they put MK Ultra for influence? That's all it is. It's literally that simple. To pump an agenda out there, it's literally that simple, bro. Gucci, I believe, has doubles, not clones. So where's the real one? Right? And yes, they do have doubles. I said this before. With you got people like, what's his name? The comedian, the little short one. Kevin, y'all know what I'm talking about. Right? He told us in our faces. Gucci just lost weight. Bro, look. Wait. It's a whole different bone structure. Look. Wait. Come on, man. Kevin Hart, that's his name. Y'all remember that and once again, they got to put it in your face, like I told you before. Kevin Hart literally said, like, yo, yeah, I can't do all this, by myself. I can't be here and there. We got doubles. Bone structure can't change even with weight loss. Facts. This is what I'm saying. Not to mention, look. Come on, bro. Gucci is smiling, changing his whole. What? Forget this. Bro, look. Pause. But look at the lips. Forget the smiling. Look. You can't. These are things that you can't change. Right? But forget all that, right? Forget all that. Look at this part right here. I purposely put this in there. Y'all remember what his mother said right before she passed away? Coincidentally, of course, she passed away because her and the brother had problems with Gucci. Y'all remember that? Before she passed away, she said, yo, after my son returned from prison, I don't know who that was. That's not my son. So I guess she's a conspiracy theorist too. Feel me? I don't know. Smile changes your nose. All right, well, I'll tell you one thing, right? When the last time you seen Gucci without glasses? No, his mother ain't have no issues with drugs that we know of, nah. But even the brother too, yo, look, so pay attention, right? The brother and the mother wasn't even invited to the wedding. How do you explain that? He said, get a life. You came here to tell me get a life. Yo, people, all right, listen, think about this, right? You came in here where I'm at. I ain't come to you. You came here to tell me to get a life. So what does that mean? What should you do? What should you do, Bucko? If I need to get a life and you came here, I'm minding my business. What do you need to do? Yo, anyway, he says, "Speeds Mo will like that though. Gucci man ain't look you up, get a job and make some money." Damn, boy. You know what's crazy? Like I said, seeing the comments is kind of interesting. It's funny as hell too. Shout out to you, bro. Learn how to use credible sources. You have to push past that first search results. Those are all on Facebook. See, that's the thing. We've been talking about this. I'm only doing this now, but we've been talking about this. If you new here, then that's on you. We've been talking about this, and it's not just Gucci man. We've been talking about the Kevin Harts. We've been talking about the Kodak Blacks. We've been talking about the NBA young boys. These are real. Come on now. We've been doing this. If you're new here, hello. And it's crazy. He said the wife is the handler. It's funny, right? A lot of people are saying that now because of that whole situation where he went to the interview and she was basically telling him what all that bullcrap, right? Forget all that. We've been talking about it before that, right? We've been talking about it before that. Come on. And he said, let's see the YB one, right? Perfect example, right? Pay attention to YB. Y'all got to remember, there's things called agents of chaos. There's people literally put in place to push an agenda and push a certain influence on a certain demographic of people. And here's the thing. Let me show y'all better than I can tell y'all. Y'all remember the last time NBA YoungBoy went to jail, right? Right before he went to jail, what did he say? Right? What did he say? Before he went to jail, he said, yo, listen, I'm not making no more demonic music. Remember he said that? Y'all remember that? He said, yo, listen, I'm not making no more demonic music. I'm done with that music. I'm done with that whole stuff. I realize what it's doing to my people and the youth. Guess what happened? Right to jail. And guess what? Right after he came to jail, what happened? Right back to making shoot 'em up gang music. Right? Come on. Nah, see, you're first of all, who's that? Mr. Saldana. Let me tell you, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. When it comes to, the medication, the schizophrenia, I get it. Psychosis, I do get it. I do understand it. But nah, bro, this ain't that. I understand. This ain't that, bro. Yeah, they been got Kodak. Look, for one, right? Remember when let me just show y'all. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. Hold on, let me show you. I just want y'all to tell me, because they gave us like 1 million Kodaks. They gave us 1 million Kodaks. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all the most infamous one, the one I always go to. The one I always go to that I have people like, all right, bet, hold on. Something ain't making sense, right? First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Hold on, before we even get to that, hold on. Look at these faces, right? That's it. We gonna just look at these faces, right? See this? With this one, I don't even gotta say too much because with these, this is easy. Kodak is easy, right? Yak just fried. See, this is what I'm saying. It's easy to just say that. That's dismissive. That's dismissive. It's easy to say, oh no, he burnt out. It's easy. Look, right? They gave us like 8 million Kodaks. Hold on. It's gonna get better. You won't see the difference. At this point is when things started looking weird, right? Look at the eyes. Remember I told you about the eyes. Look at the eyes. Right? I know, listen, I know it sounds crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It be sounding crazy when I say it. But it just is what it is. All right, now pay attention. The eyes are the window to the soul, right? Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking for one. Now this, hold on. Another thing. Once y'all start seeing these celebrities with the blonde hair and all that, come on. Hold on. Don't worry. I'm looking for one specific photo that we all seen that was like, hold up, something ain't right. All right. Now this is one of the times. This is when things started getting weird. This is one. Hold on. Now remember this one. Remember this one? Oh, of course they're gonna do it on this one. Who is this? Right? And guess what he was? Fresh out of prison. Damn, but of course they can't. Hold on. There was one. I'm gonna find it too. Look, see? Right? These are different. Like, come on, y'all. Bro, when you gonna fix your mic? I ain't got them. I have them, but we don't do it off the StreamYard. We don't stream off the StreamYard. Damn, bro, I'm looking for one specific picture. It's when he was going back and forth to court. Nah, we gonna find this picture. Hold on. It's like 3. Look, come on. I know it's the drug. I know you're gonna say that. Why do you think they would clone Kodak Black of all people? See, you thinking about the Kodak you see now, but at one point in time, Kodak had a big influence. Kodak had a stronghold on Florida. Kodak was Kodak Black. He was one of the biggest artists at one point in time coming out of Florida. Right? Let's not forget that. I know we see Kodak. I know what y'all see now. We laugh and I get it. But no, forget all that. We talking about the pardon me, out of the seeking out the Mowgli, Hoggley. He gets us to say I smoke my broccoli. Y'all remember that Kodak? Y'all remember that Kodak? Come on, y'all don't act like you don't know that Kodak. Come on now. Hoggley, he can sooner do them boo them ball me, holler me, so you took him on that buck of mobby. Come on, don't act like you don't know that Kodak. Come on. All right, anyway. It look like I ain't gonna find a picture, of course. Damn, man. I had it. I used to have it. Well, it's probably in this computer. Hold on. All right, hold on. Yeah, it's probably the next one. Man, what song is that? He said, "What's up with that?" That's that. Yeah, the No Flocker. There you go. Holler me. As soon as X, that's a fact. You hear what he said? As soon as X got on some positive ish, bro got white. See, what X problem was, he went against the code. For one, he started telling us about the frequencies that control us through the music, right? That's what people don't understand. You could be controlled through music subconsciously and don't even know it. Perfect example, right? Yo, I don't understand why people are not not even in the uproar. But that whole situation that happened at Travis Scott concert, it seemed like nobody even cared. It was people there that said it felt like a surge of something just hit them and people died. Like nobody cared about that, right? Nobody cared about that. How they was talking about transcend, crazy. Nobody cared about the fact that before Tory Lanez got locked up, what he said, right? About the people doing rituals in the at the label. Remember that when he said, "Yo, hold up, do they want me to?" Come on, we gotta remind y'all. Sorry, I think we gotta remind y'all. Hold on, look what he said. Hold on, where's that tweet? When he said, here you go. Look, Interscope Records. If y'all ninjas don't stop playing with me, I'm gonna expose what's really going on in that effing building. Nice used Chromebook. Bro, these are my computer. I got like 4 or 5 of these things. Used. I mean, I had them forever, but anyway. But yeah, Interscope Records. If y'all ninjas don't stop playing with me, I'm gonna expose what's really going on in that effing building. Right? And then look, right after that, look what happened. Hold on. Hold on. See, these are the things people don't pay attention to. Look, now remember, see what happens? When he got into that car accident, remember what he said? It almost felt like someone new to crash into us. Strange. Remember that? Come on now. Come on now. So you would think you function and make millions as a drug addict? Here's the thing, right? So it's funny you say that because just think about it. Let's say you are a D addict or whatever, because I don't know what YouTube is going to let it say, right? But let's say you are, and your money is going through whoever hands before it hits yours. You're easily to control. Simple as that. Easy to control. Right? So now you don't know where your money coming from because you're not on point. Now you're being taken advantage of. Come on. Right? It's the easiest way to get somebody. Reason why certain songs make you feel good. That's a fact. Why you think right now, right? The drill. It's only 2 things that run that run that music industry right now. Remember back in the days, it used to be a couple. You had a couple genres. You had your backpack rappers. You had your soul rappers. You had your gangsters, and then you had the skateboard guys. And then you had all them guys. Now you know what's in music right now. It's either soft, proster. Yeah, it's either that or drilling and killing. 2 things. You either selling cheeks or you trying to spin on your eyes, right? That's it. And it's all by design. It's all by design. You want to know why it's by design? Because these are the same people that's in control or got ties to these jails. Simple. There's actually way more categories of rap. I mean, of course, it's a lot of categories, but when it comes to the categories of music that you hear every day, what you hear? What you hear? You hear nothing but a bunch of female rappers. Look, Sexy Red, bro. Sexy Red. Sexy Red is the thing. Like back in the days, like, if you heard a Sexy Red song, like what? Sexy who? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, we definitely do, but pay him no mind, God. So that's how it is. It's always gonna be like that. But the reason why I do these is just so the people that get it, get it. The ones that won't, I mean that don't, won't. Simple. All right, so Damn, I still want to get into the Ashlee thing. I might do that tomorrow. Because while we on this conversation, this got hectic quick. Yeah, not just Ice Cube. It was Ice Cube. It was RZA. It was KRS-One, right? These are all guys from back in the days. I forgot the guy's name, but there's a rapper, old school rapper, that says like, yo, they had a meeting. It was a meeting that they had, and they said, yo, it's gonna be like this. We want y'all to talk about this. All the rappers we have in the meeting, y'all gonna rap about this, and this is what it's gonna be. Simple as that. And guess what? You seen a turn in the music. Simple as that. You seen a turn. What's next? Joe Budden. I don't know what's going on with Joe Budden. 1 minute Joe Budden sus, he coming out the closet, then he got a girlfriend. But once again, that's a part of the agenda. It's almost like you have to do certain things. In order to get to the next level, you have to do certain things, bro. Simple as that. Bun B said it as well. Let's see if we can find the Yeah, and that's a fact. Y'all know who the master of confusion is, right? Mr. Lucy. He's the master of confusion. Simple. Hold on. Let me see if we can. Oh, not to mention, hold on. Y'all remember this? Look at this. Right in our faces. Let me show y'all something right now, right? Remember at the Super Bowl? Right? Hold on. Hold on. Look at this. All right, now pay attention to this, right? Now he had to say something about it because everybody was saying something about it. Look at this. How is this possible, right? Remember? She gave him a hug, but she was also on the field. Right? And yo, and it's like I said, these are the things that nobody cared about. I know it sounds crazy, but just think about how many things they lie about. Just think about how many things they got away with because they lied and we believed it. And if you think they're doing body doubles like that, what else are they doing body doubles and things with? Right? Hold on. Let's do this again. Look. Hugging Flavor Flav. This is when she was with Bad Bunny down there though. Right? Look at this. But she was down there with Bad Bunny. Oh, I can't catch it. Hold on. Look at this. See what I'm saying? And it's funny because look, Flavor Flav, he said this got me tripping because how was Cardi B on the field and in my suite at the halftime show at the same time? Right in our faces. You have no idea what time that is to the performance. I guess, man. I guess. Oh, all right. So boom. What about that time when what's the name got caught? What's that guy? Girl, you know hold on. Jeremiah. Hold on. Look. Oh, they're not gonna. All right. So basically, for y'all that don't know, Jeremiah, he was performing. It was either him or was it Pleasure P? It was one of them. They was performing, and then it came out that it wasn't them. I think it was Jeremiah. It came out that it was a body double, and people noticed it. And after they noticed it, they called him out on it. And yeah, he had to admit it. Flavor Flav be saying anything. Yeah, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. All right, so damn, I wanted to talk about the Ashlee Jenae. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. All right, I'm talk about it. He said Flavor Flav be saying anything. My boy Flavor. Hold on, let me see if we could. Yeah, let me tell you, body double's been a thing. Some people believe it, some people don't, but it's been a thing. It just is what it is. Look, hold on. Kevin Hart.
There you go. How you doing? I have a clone. I was gonna say that there's two of you. Cat's on the bag. Okay. So a good three of me. We broke it. They didn't want to release it yet. This is major news I'm giving you. All right. I'm the first person to ever use it. I'm clone. So I'm able to do all that I do. How do you
And you know what's funny? It sounds funny, right? Of course, it always sounds funny. Because it's meant to sound funny because it has to when they tell you the truth. But at the end of the day, it be real. Just because they smile when they say it or they joke when they say it doesn't mean that it's not real, y'all.
look on Twitter? There you are. Facebook. There you are. Television. There you are. How you doing? I have a clone. I was gonna say that there's two of you. Cat's out the bag. Okay. So a good three of me. We broke it. They didn't want to release it yet. This is major news I'm giving you. All right. I'm the first person to ever use it. I'm clone. So I'm able to do all that I do.
All right. So anyway, let's segue into the Ashlee Jenae real quick. Because I definitely want to get that out there today. Her whole situation is kind of crazy. All right, now. Oh yeah, Pimp C. First of all, Pimp C was one of the, not the first, of course not, right? But definitely one of the first guys when it came to the whole the weird people in hip hop, right? He was definitely one of the first people that let it be known, like, yo, it's a lot of punks. Let's say it like that. He said it's a lot of punks. And allegedly, he had a video of one of your favorite, most biggest singers known today, Beyond, I be trying to listen. I be trying to be easy with the things we say, y'all, because in the past, certain things get, I feel like the culture run with that clone bull crap too quick. Nobody said it's not real. You're right, it's happening, but Kevin Hart does not have a clone. I mean, who's to say he don't? Who's to say he does? Right? But he have been looking a little sketchy too. Hold on. Damn, it's funny because we did something on Kevin Hart a minute ago too. But like I said, it's all up to your discernment, man. And when you look at pictures like this, right? Oh, I'm trying to see an old picture. Let me see. And you know what's a dead giveaway too? When these guys, when they start separating from everybody that they were once cool with at a point in time. Next thing they're gonna say Gucci clone, but the testifying not Gucci. People was already saying that too. They said Gucci Man is the one that told, not Roderick Davis. That's a fact. He said the reality of it is the world is ran and motivated by money and power. The normal person is brainwashed to perceive life in a way that stops them from seeing the world as a big game. That's a fact. So you got to remember, everybody lives a different reality. You create your own reality, right? A poor person is not living through life the same way a rich person is. It just is what it is. Their views is always going to be different, especially on certain topics. It just is what it is. So, like I said, some people understand it, some people don't. It's the ones that get it will, the ones that don't won't. Simple as that. Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston whole situation was crazy too. Imagine she passed away, right? They said she passed away upstairs while a Grammy party was going on, and they just decided to keep partying while her dead body was upstairs just in a tub. right? Also, before she passed away, hold on. Look at this. She gave Brandy something. People her face. Y'all see her face? See her face? And what's the coincidence, right? That Ray J was messing with Whitney, of course. Right? See, there's a the reason why I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think about what to say because it's a lot, and you know, you don't want to say the wrong thing. But something just wasn't right with the whole Whitney, and we already know that. But to this day, this note, nobody know what this note said, and Brandy never told the world what the note said. Why? To this day, nobody knows what that note says. Red Bean, what's up? Appreciate you for pulling up, bro. But nobody knows what it said, right? But also, you want to know another note? Hold on. Look at this, right? Y'all remember this? To this day, too, nobody knows what this note was about. Hold on. This note right here. Only certain people got it, too. Right? And pay attention to the people that actually got it. Look at their reactions. To this day, nobody knows what these notes were. He said the note said the boy is mine. Right? Pay attention to these notes. Remember this? The Bush funeral. Y'all remember these notes where certain people got it? And here's the thing, right? Whether we know what they said or not, forget what they said. Look at the people's reaction that got them. The people that got them, look at their reactions. Why they look like that? Look. Look at the face. Look at her face. Why she look like that? What is she saying? Why she look concerned? That's Joe Biden and his wife. Look at their face. Right? Look. Pay attention to the look. Watch her reaction. Y'all's favorite. Right? Look. Now, from just these reactions, right? Y'all tell me, do these notes look like something you'll get and be happy about? Right? Why so serious? Come on with these ads. Look, right? Why so serious? Kevin Costner's speech. Now I never checked it. George Bush gave it to him. Look, gave his wife a note, and she looked shocked. Look at her face. Look at his face. Look at her face. Two different faces. What's going on? Look at her face. She showed him like, look, I got one. So I'm saying, look at his face. So the whole point of that, right? And the reason why I brought it up It's a lot of weird stuff that go on that we don't know about it. He said it's just a note. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's like you could put it right in people's faces, show them that, oh, well, it's just a note, man. Of course it's just a note. What was that note? Everybody passing notes. Whitney done passed a note to Brandy. To this day, we don't know what that note said. But we did know that she ended up deceased. What? They said a day later or something like that? Or hours later, whatever the case may be. They done sat there and wiped her whole bloodline out. The only person left is Bobby. And we see how Bobby look. Bobby, I don't know what Bobby got going on, man. Music note. I say at a funeral, you ever seen that? So you mean to tell me a music note is gonna make people come on, y'all? Like, come on. At least if you're gonna sit there and be dismissive about it, and you're gonna sit there and not believe it, come back with something that makes sense. You think somebody gonna sit there and have a reaction like that over a music note? Come on now. Who knows? Let me tell you, whatever it is, we don't know what it was. But judging from their reactions, what we're saying is something wasn't right. And when you pay attention to the people that got it and their reactions and the people that it went to, Hillary ain't been the same. She ain't never been the same. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Y'all remember that video when they was carrying? Here you go. Look at this. Y'all think this is normal? Keep in mind, this is Hillary. Pay attention, right? Look how the body look. Hold on, let me get a little close for y'all. Get a little close. Pay attention to how the body was the whole time. Y'all tell me if this is normal. Look, this is Hillary. Look at this. Look at this. Look, peep the feet. See that? Peep the feet. Peep how they drag the foot. And look, of course they can't. They closed in on the foot. See, I told you. Look, dragging the feet. What's going on? Dragging the feet. What's going on? Look. These are our politicians, y'all. Look. Dragging the feet. Whoa, what's that about? Now, when you pay attention to the whole video from the beginning, look at how her body is positioned from the beginning. Look. And now they come. What they do? Block it off. What's that about? All right, y'all. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Something ain't right. So when you hear about these people, entities and things being walking among us and all that, come on. All I'm saying is, watch what you trust. Simple as that, man. Everybody ain't who they say they are, and it's a lot going on. I think, matter of fact, I'm gonna save the what's name. I'll probably save it for tomorrow. Probably go live tomorrow as well. I'm gonna save the Ashlee Jenae stuff. We already been on here. Oh, all right. We've been on here for a good little minute. And before, you know what's crazy? Hold on. So I never seen that. See, now I don't know if y'all seen, right, but recently for some reason, not for some reason, everybody's talking about Sway Lee. They saying he shapeshifted. During his performance at Coachella. Now, Look, right? Here's the thing. Just like what I said earlier, whether you believe it or not, right? When we spoke about aliens before, they said we was crazy. Fast forward to now, the government says that aliens exist. All right, cool. Then they also said, listen, they walk amongst us, right? So what I'm saying is, when you hear that somebody shapeshifted, or somebody face didn't look right, or something didn't look right for you, see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, why don't people believe that if these people are telling us that they walk amongst us, right? What is hard to believe if they're telling us they walk amongst us? But the problem is everybody believe half of what they want to believe. Y'all, hold on. I know y'all remember this video. Hold on, before we get to the Sway Lee. Y'all remember this, right?
And there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks. But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can spit on this claim and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to
Now also, right? Y'all pay attention to her face.
die with them or not.
Because if you pay attention to her face, we're going to get into, remember the girl? Remember the girl they tried to say was her? Because remember, right? After all this, everybody was looking for her. They're like, yo, where is she at? Nobody could find her. And then like a good month later, she popped up out of nowhere talking about the incident. Y'all remember that? See what I'm saying? So once again, this is what I'm saying. When people see things like this and they don't believe her, it's like a double entendre. It doesn't make sense. Because these people told you that aliens are real and they walk amongst us. So if they told you that already, and then somebody come like this and tell you like, yo, son, that dude back there isn't real. Maybe she ain't. That's how she know. Dude, Hookah, I like you a lot, dude, but not every conspiracy. Nah, listen, and I'm not saying that. That's why I said earlier, don't listen to me. Whatever, take it with your own discernment. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying what I'm saying is real. All I'm saying is I'm just bringing awareness to these things. And everything that I said since now is a real thing. They have told us that aliens exist. They did say that it walk amongst us. They did say that the 3-eye atlas is on its way and it should be here in November. Remember, they said all of this. They said all of this already, bro. So I'm not saying anything. All I'm doing is I'm showing certain situations and occurrences that mirror everything that they're saying. Yeah, she definitely was spooked. That don't sound like somebody that's playing around. Do she look like she playing around? She's stopping the whole aircraft. Like, yo, listen, I'm not. She's saying I'm not going wherever. Do you know how serious you got to be to say, yo, I booked the whole plane ticket, but I'm not going where the hell I'm at because somebody back there isn't real? What did she see? Either she's a crisis actor for a side. That too. It could be that too. It could be that too. Dog, the interview she had after the fact, she said she was drunk. I know. Of course. See, this one, this is what I'm saying. We just so accepted to anything they say. Oh, well, she said she was drunk. Whether she was drunk or not, do you think somebody would react like this? I've been drunk plenty of times on a plane. See what I'm saying? I've been drunk plenty of times in real life. Never in my life have I thought to say, listen, this person don't look real. No. Right? On a plane, nonetheless, while I'm about to get on a flight. Never in my life. Yeah, hold on. So I'm looking. I forgot her name. Let me see if we can find her name. Here you go. Oh no, this ain't the interview. This is what they claim was the body cam footage.
Oh yeah, and so y'all see that I'm telling you, that's how they live there or not.
Oh, let me see if we can find that interview. I don't know her name. Oh, here you go.
TMZ.
Look at this. Y'all see this right here? Hold on. Oh, now they want to play. Hold on.
TMZ.
Y'all see this? Who the hell is this? He said, "You ain't white, bro. Your drunk is not going." I understand what you're saying, but all right, look at her face, right? And we're gonna end it like this, cause my tooth is killing me. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I've been trying to go through with it. All right, so look, this is her. Pay attention to this face, right? Pay attention to this face. Ain't no way in hell that. Hold on, I'm about to put it side by side. Now I know there's gonna be somebody. Oh, well, she was drunk, so she looked different. You know, people look different when they drunk. Man, miss me, miss me with that, cause y'all, you know, people got all type of excuses all the time. All right, look, no way. Hold on, let me try. And then you know what's funny? Look what they try to do. This how you know they so guilty. They try to make it. Now keep in mind, this was like a month later. You mean to tell me she's gonna have on almost the same exact clothes and look the same way? You see how they do? You see how they do? Look at this. They literally tried to make her have the same clothes on to look the same. A whole month and change later. Look, the same strap. It's just brown. She was wearing black. Now it's brown. Same hairstyle. Same loops. Right? Come on, man. These people are crazy, but I'm trying to get a better.
Cannot believe it. I give two fucks.
All right, here we go. That's better. That's a little better. Look at this. Look at this. Ain't no way in hell, Bucko. Those shirts usually come in. Oh, not. Yo, shit. Who is it? Shaw Money. Shaw Money. I'm off this. I got. He said those shirts. Those shirts. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I like that one. I know you being funny. I like that one. Oh, yo, you actually funny, bro. I like that one. That was funny as hell. I knew y'all was gonna have something to say. He said they come in different. Oh, yo, this guy is crazy. All right, hold on. Somebody said, oh yeah, you're missing the hand signal. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. See, the reason why I didn't really bother to bring that up is because not a lot of people understand the hand signals of Freemasonry and the ball and all that. But yeah, hold on. Right there. Right there. Right there. For y'all that know what that is. How many of y'all know what that is when they do this? It's pretty sad to think something really could have. That's a fact. But look, anybody that know these hand signals, y'all know exactly what this is in the brotherhood. So that's another reason why I was a little, about the situation too. But let me see if they're gonna play her voice.
Check out the video. A lot of people think she's being silenced. Okay, I'm curious what exactly you saw because you alluded to what you saw, but like we just want to know what
Oh hell no! First of all, All right, two things. She looked totally different, of course. Then she sounds completely different. But then she also says she's being told she can't talk about it. Why? Right? Why? Yo, listen, on that note, y'all, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. It was a good one. We've been on here for longer than I expected. We definitely gonna start going live. I'm probably gonna go live again tomorrow or actually later on or whatever the case may be. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Shout out to y'all, man. I didn't get to the Ashlee Jenae situation. Like I said, my tooth is a little killing me, but tomorrow we definitely gonna get into it. It was fun. And as I tell y'all all the time, once again, y'all, do not anything I say is all allegations. Um, you know, at the end of the day, come to your own conclusion, your own discernment. All I'm doing is bringing awareness. It don't mean I'm 100% right. And this is why I like these lives, because we get to actually talk with each other. We get to spread information. I get to say whatever. It's not just me speaking, it's y'all. That's why I like to read the comments so y'all can have a voice too. I missed the Sway Lee situation summarized. All right, so basically, he was performing at Coachella and they say he shapeshifted. Basically, similar to Beyonce. Y'all remember when she was performing? And then yeah, they say we're gonna get into that tomorrow too. I'm gonna go live tomorrow too. So don't worry, we're gonna get to it. It's just like I said, my tooth hurt, y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Thank you for supporting. Um, y'all enjoy yourself, man. The weather is getting nice out here. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.